WA6AAJ, over. Hello, test. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello, test. Testing. 1, 2.
How you doing, Mike? You're sounding good. KM6SR.
Hey, Rob, KM6SR, WA6AAJ.
Yeah, I hear you. WA6AJ, A6S. I was behind had to reverse the plugs on the watt meter.
You gotta turn your amp on, too.
How come? Can't hear me?
Because I'm pointing right at you and you're sick.
You're kidding. Let me come around a little bit. Is that any better?
A little bit.
Man, it should be better than that. Hello.
You're S3.
Semi.
Let me see if I can go to S4. There it kicked in. Hello, 1, 2. That's about 850 watts. WA6AJ, A6S, over.
Okay, well now you turn your amp on. It makes a big difference, huh, Rob?
Yeah, I seem to hear him just as good either way, so I don't know where he's pointed. But anyway, do I sound a little better tonight, a little louder?
Yeah.
Oh, you're 20 over here. The mic's about an S9.
Yeah, you guys doubled. I heard the bill saying it was an S9. What'd you say, Mike?
Hey, 20 over.
You're 20 over here.
Okay, well, I guess it's working, huh?
I would say so. Probably burn your antenna up.
So you went from S9 to 20 over. Which one is it?
You're S9, Michael. He's 20 over.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm pointed at you.
So he's super strong here.
Well, that's good. You got your amp on, Rob?
Yep, that's what I was asking about. Does it sound clean or distorted?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah, we could lie to you and say it sounds like mud, but it actually sounds really good.
Good. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, I tuned it up a little bit, kept going and stuff like that on regular FM, and I think I got it dialed in, so just have to see how it goes. KM6SR.
John's in there.
Hi, K6MI.
Hello, K6MI, A6S.
Yeah, I copy you all.
Loud here in Visalia. Rob, I got to tell you the story on the last blower I got.
On the last what did you get?
The last fan I was going to put in the 2-meter amplifier. Had to go to Fresno again this morning, and they ordered me another one. I don't know what these things are made for, but if you leave it on for an hour and a half with no load on it, it got to 220 degrees and the internal thermal thing shut down. It was so hot the other night that the outgassing from the paint on the thing was killing me. So hopefully the next one they've got coming for me will work.
That's an amplifier or a fan you're talking about?
Oh, the fan, the blower motor for the cool the tube. I don't know what they're making. It says made in Mexico, but I don't know if that means anything.
Oh, they're supposed to work with the heat. That doesn't make any sense, huh?
Hour and a half, and it just open shaft, not even any load on it. It got to 220 degrees on my digital, thermometer, the kind of the laser, and when I was checking it, it hit 220 and it shut off.
Yeah, it must have a thermal protection. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, that's what they're supposed to do, is work with warm air.
It's supposed to cool some air. They found another one that's, my Siamese cat's coming in here. Another one that's got vents in it. These things here was a solid sealed thing. There's no way air could get in or out of it.
Oh, that's crazy. Where are you going to get these things?
It came from Granger. I don't know how it's hard to find a fan motor that's the right size with a 1/4-inch shaft. I mean, in the old days, you'd go down and buy a complete little fan motor with a squirrel cage and everything on it. It was about
cow, man, that's crazy.
And then it's not even made here, it's made in Mexico.
Yeah, there's not a whole bunch made here, but maybe that'll change after Trump gets going a little bit.
That's your problem, Bill.
What's that?
You're getting it from Mexico.
Well, I figured that.
You know, you got to speak Spanish to it, and it'll work for you. But you can't control that thing with English.
No, speak of the Spanish. Well, my daughter-in-law speaks Spanish, but I don't. And that thing there, I don't know what it spoke. It spoke smoke. I moved the antenna. Probably make it better for you there, Kerry. You're coming in good here. Now, anyway, I moved the antenna about 15 degrees. KC5 DTU. Looks like Trump's on the path there. After, I guess, our illustrious governor is on the next list there. Go ahead.
Roger that. The AA6S KC5 DTU. Roger that. Christian Ohm gave Gavin the word that she'll be coming to visit soon.
Good. And not a friendly visit, I assume.
No, I think he would much rather have someone else. That's for sure. But supposedly we're in the trillion, where up in Minnesota they're in the billions.
Yeah, they're pocket change and coffee money there in Minnesota, and we're Ferrari land here.
Well, what do you expect from a Somali pirate? They just take what they can get and go.
Until one of the U.S. destroyers opens up with one of those Gatling guns.
Roger that. Well, we're slowly but surely opening the Gatling guns on Minnesota. So, boy, I tell you, it's a shame. And when you work your whole life and see that much money being pilfered out of the country.
Yeah, it is scary. Well, what do you expect from those dudes? Somali pirates, whether they're here or they're still pirates and crooks. I even heard that some of these dudes from Venezuela, some of the higher ups were saying that they were dealing with some of the Democrats or Democratic congressmen here. So I don't know what that was about. Maybe you know something about it.
Well, let's put it this way. This is to be continued, but I think we're cutting into net time, so without going further there. But good hearing you, Bill, and Mike and Rob, and Mike, when he's transmitting it, he's always up on top of my roof here.
QSL. I'll turn it back to Rob there, and he can find Mikey there. KM6SRR with a super strong signal, AA6S. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, thanks, Bill. Yeah, I'll turn over to Mike. He was trying to talk there, and then I'll follow him. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I was just saying hi to Carrie. Everything's kosher here in Clovis. Yeah, roger that. You guys were talking signal. You're all the way across my screen here, so and you sure you're not up on the roof there? I don't think so. I just pointed at, I am pointed at you, over. No problem. Good signal. And also, Bill and Rob, you're smoking. You got the old signal meter all the way to the end.
Uh-oh. I'll try to talk a little softer, I guess, then. Yeah, I heard what Christie is hiring another assistant that's going to be going after all these places with the fraud and stuff, and that's what she's got her eyes set on California. That'd be interesting.
Well, all I can say is it's about time. For all of these years, I've been driving up and down 99. I have yet to see a rail out there.
Yep, they tax us for the roads, but then they take and hijack it and use it for something else.
Roger that. Well, I think all of us California taxpayers, when the exposures start, are going to be surprised and very, very unhappy.
Yeah, I can see the unhappiness, but it won't really surprise me because I know they're doing it. That's just the way they are.
Yeah, roger that. Okay, well, I'll give someone else a chance to yak in there, and I'll be listening, Rob. KM6SRR, KC5DTU.
Okay, Kerry, KC5DTU, KM6SRR. I heard John in there a little bit. Didn't get a chance to say hello to him.
Kilo 6, Victor Bravo Golf. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, Kerry.
Good evening, everyone. Whiskey 6.
Hey, there's Dave, K6EBG. How you doing, Dave?
I'm doing okay.
Hello, Dave. Good to hear you. You got a good signal into Clovis.
Kilo Golf 6, Charlie Echo Fox, 982. Hey, Rob. Hey, Dave. Hey, Daryl.
Hey, Daryl, you're transmitting. Good to hear you. KC5DTU. Happy New Year.
Hey, Kerry, good. Right back at you, man. Happy New Year. Yeah, I hear you just fine. I'm vertical, so I may not be as strong as I could be.
Well, don't let anybody kid you there. You're radiating.
Well, you know what? I hear you just fine. You have really nice audio, but you're not moving my meter. That's the funny thing.
Good evening, guys. Sorry I'm late.
My wife tells me that all the time.
Good evening, Mike. K6EBG. Waiting for you, Mike.
Yeah, K6. Had a little nap by the fire in front of the TV. Well, Judy and I slept through 7:30. I had plenty of time. I sat down at 10 after, 5 after 8, 5 after 7, and just woke up. So, okay. Good evening to you, Dave. You're the first one in. So give me some numbers, guys. 971 and who?
You got 620.
982.
You want them all, Mike? I got them written down.
Yeah, you can read them off to me, Rob. Go ahead.
Okay, you just want numbers?
Yeah.
Okay, 432, 1200, 727, 800, 711, 712, 971, and 982.
Okay. And I'm beamed down south. I thought maybe the first of the year we'd have some luck with our friend Rick, but I guess Rick isn't in here tonight. KB6 RQU. KB6 RQU, K6MYC. Rick, are you here? I want to wish you Happy New Year. But he's not going to give me a chance. Okay, anyway, good evening. Let's see, backwards up the line, more or less. Good evening to you, Daryl. And on the other end of the line, for me at least, it was 971. Good evening, Dave. Everybody sounding good here. I hear 800. Sounds good, Bill. And I hear 727. And I was going to call you, Kerry, 712, but I didn't do it. Good evening to you, John. K6, Mexico, Italy. And Rob, of course, and Candy, KN6BKN. Anyway, good evening all, and well, we'll see what happens here. Again, I'm pointed south, but obviously we haven't got anything in that way, so let me swing around and we'll see if we can grab Santa Cruz.
Good evening, Mike. Whiskey 6 Pop Echo.
Oh. Yeah, good evening, Mike. W6PE up there in Oakhurst, K6MYC. Good evening, good evening.
Good to hear everybody on here. Been sitting here for a little bit, listening. Everybody coming up here really strong.
Okay, good. I'm not awake yet. I didn't nap all the afternoon. I kept sitting there and waiting for the nap to come, and it didn't happen until after I was done eating. Oh boy. Okay, here we go around towards Santa Cruz. I hear Paul in there, K6 WYS. Good evening, Paul. $637, Rob.
Yep, already got it written down, Mike. Thanks, KM6, that's all right.
He hasn't heard me yet, though. Let's see if Tom was there. KW6S. Maybe a little bit too far beyond him. KW6S. Go back into 70s here a little bit. KW6 Sugar, K6MYC. Tom?
K6MYC, KW6S, 610.
Yeah, there he is. Very fluttery. I'm probably not pointed right at you there. Give me a little more chatter, and then we'll see who else is in here that wants to talk to you or can. And then we'll listen for Lee as well here. Lee is probably here. KW6 Sugar, Santa Cruz, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, very good, Mike. Yeah, I'm found a little better spot for you, so I hope that maybe got rid of a little bit of the flutter. And you're probably looking for me. I see the antenna probably still moving around a little. So, not much going on here. Beautiful day, and got some bench work in, and just enjoy getting back to a lot of projects that we're getting a little bit on the sales side. K6MYC, KW6S.
Yeah, very good. Very, very good. Okay, on the projects? Well, you're doing better on projects than I am. I did get up early this morning, and we went out and cranked the tower down, the tower that has 1296 on it. We didn't get any work done on it today because Frank did not show up again today. I was kind of thinking that Frank would call if he wasn't going to come. I thought, but anyway, I didn't call him. I should have. But maybe he's, I don't know why he should have been here Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So far, no Frank. So that's kind of strange. Hopefully he's okay. He told me Friday, the week before, he was doing fine, and the foot was feeling better and all, and so on and so forth. So I just left him alone. Anyway, I didn't get any further, but the tower is down at least, and we can look at it. And Matt's going to bring we have a huge man lift that he's been using at the new house down there in the Pomo, and he's going to bring that back, so we'll be able to drive it up next to the tower and go up there and see what's going on with the rotator. We didn't see any problem with the cable, so it's kind of a mystery why the rotator doesn't go. When you look into it with an ohm meter, we don't see the motor leads, which is like a broken wire, or that's a DC motor, so it's got brushes, so maybe a brush is stuck or something. Anyway, and we'll see maybe after the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, we'll get a chance to get a look at it and hopefully get it fixed up for Tuesday night. Anyway, let's see. Who else is... let me check for Lee. Lee, are you here? AF6 United, K6MYC.
K6MYC, yep, the Pipsqueak is out here tonight. Again, back on 20 watts. I still haven't had a chance to look at the 847, so I'm still just a pea shooter out here tonight. We're at 6 United. Back to you.
Okay. Well, you're doing fine. It's not real strong, but you're doing fine. AF6 United, 1098, K6MYC. Good evening to you as well. Okay, let me see. Bill, Alpha 6 Sugar. Are you copying Tom or Lee there? AA6S, K6MYC. I don't hear him. How about WA6AAJ? How about you, Mike?
Yeah, I got copy on Lee, AF6U, WA6AAJ, over.
Roger there, Mike. I hear you loud and clear here tonight. WA6AAJ from AF6 United. How you doing?
Doing well. Getting a little cold, but trying not to complain about it. Anyway, good talking to you. Good Q5. A little bit of QSB, but that's okay. AF6U, WA6AAJ.
All right, 7-3 there, Mike. Yeah, I'm out in the garage myself, and it's getting a little nippy out here. Looking forward to getting back inside by the fireplace. So anyway, 7-3 there. Happy New Year, and we'll talk to you again. WA6AAJ from AF6 United. Back to K6MYC.
Okay, very good. Were you hearing Tom there? I'm sure you were hearing Tom, weren't you, Mike? Over.
I was hearing Tom. I had to get off to Tom a little bit, but I'll give him. Let me see if I can get a little more towards him. KW6S, WA6AAJ. Do you copy, Tom?
WA6AAJ, KW6S. Yeah, it's not doing too bad, although it sounds like maybe you're gargling at the same time.
We got the gargle on you as well. You got a real fast motorboat on you, and it hasn't gone away. It's really odd. Go ahead, Mike.
Roger on the gargling. Got that. Yeah, you're about the same way. My inline amplifier is not in on the receive side, so I'm kind of losing a little signal strength. But anyway, you're still getting in here. KW6S, WA6AAJ.
Yeah, very good. Glad we can make the contact here. What was it, 1296 or was this the other night that we were doing really good? WA6AAJ, KW6S, back to you, Mike.
AA6S.
There you are. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, KW6S, AA6S, Tom, over.
AA6S, KW6S. Yeah, you're coming in pretty clear. I don't have the gargling and flutter that I was having on Mike there. So, you're doing quite respectable here tonight.
Yeah, you're going to be up to a 5 on the meter here with no external preamp, so you're really strong. I need an external preamp probably, but oh well. You got a good signal, and most of the time you're up around at 9, so the propagation is not all that swift with this cold weather for some reason. KW6S, have a good one, Tom, and I'll just stand by and listen here. KW6S, AA6S, over.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, you're running S9 or a little better here. Pretty steady, though, so that's always the good thing. Yeah, I have a preamp at the top of the tower, not clear up at the antenna, but at the top of the tower and 100 feet of coax. So it makes a pretty remarkable difference on 432 and 1296. Both of those pretty good. Anyway, A6S, KW6S, and maybe you'll hear Lee.
I could barely hear Lee, Tom. I could just barely hear him. A6S.
I am just barely hearing you it's just right at the noise level there, Bill. AA6S from AF6 United. And, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make much out of it there. Go ahead.
Yeah, with your 20 watts, I don't think you're quite making it down to Bill, but he did come back to you. He's copying you, but you're very, very light tonight. That's odd. And all of a sudden, just like a switch, the motor boating and the gargle, the Listerine gargle went away from you, Tom, and you cleared up and got real strong. All of a sudden, as you were finishing up with Bill. I don't know whether you rotated the antenna just as you knew you were finishing with Bill or not, but that's when it changed dramatically. Over.
No, I didn't change. I didn't move the antenna. I did move the antenna down to him, which is at like 110 degrees for me, and which is about 30 degrees off of, or 25 degrees where I usually peak on you. But he was pretty clear. But maybe they shut off the windmills in Pacheco Pass or something. K6NYC, KW6S.
Okay, well, I went right back to gargle tone. So who knows? Let's see. Rob, are you copying Lee, Tom over there?
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Yeah, I'm copying Tom a little bit, kind of up and down. I'm hoping he's got a good copy on me. I finally got some smoke on this band, and I'm using his preamp, so things are working good. KW6S, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Yeah, you're a little stronger than Mike, I think, now. Yeah, you're doing real good, clear, no noise, no gargle, no multipass, nothing. Just nice and clean and smooth.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you came up just like crazy here. I have you a good S9.
Yeah, I moved the antenna back up your direction.
Okay, that's it. Well, good to hear you there.
Very good. KM6SR, KW6S, and how are you doing, Lee?
You talking to me?
Yes.
Hearing Ron or Rob?
I can just barely hear Rob.
Yeah, I'm not able to hear Lee.
Discovered a little bit earlier tonight that the buttons on my rotator have stopped working, so I'm not able to bump the rotor around, to try and hunt somebody else. So I think I'm pretty much dead in the water here. I got some station work I got to do.
What kind of rotor do you have?
Oh, it's a cheap TV RCA rotor. Like Tom has one of these that he uses for I think a receive loop that he has. And I've got it on my setup, and it's notorious for having really weak buttons on the front panel there. Go ahead.
Okay, I didn't get the brand. What was the brand of the rotator and the model number?
Oh, it's an RCA, I forget what the model number is, but it's a real cheap one. It was like $125. It was one of the first things that I bought when Tom enticed me to join the Bozo Net. Go ahead.
What is that, Tom? Some kind of a TV rotator?
Yeah, it's a very lightweight TV rotor. I have a receive loop on one. Mine, unfortunately, is susceptible to RF, so when I transmit, it starts moving. So I have to set the antenna and turn it on and off. But, yeah, it's pretty lightweight, meant for, a moderate-sized TV antenna, probably.
He said it was an RCA, Romeo Canada America?
Yeah, and it's got a remote and a little digital readout that reads out in, I think, 10-degree increments.
Okay, RCA must stand for something else. That's the Radio Corporation of America, but I don't know what RCA stands for that rotator. I don't don't think RCA was making rotators.
Well, I'm sure they're made in China or somewhere and sold under the RCA brand name.
Oh, I'll be darned. That's weird. Okay, well, anyway, we got you guys. I'm sorry Rob isn't copying you, Lee, but if you're only running 20 watts tonight, I think you did good just to get over to Mike there. Anybody else for Tom Warp and Company before we move into the Bay Area, K6MYC?
KM6SR. I think I was hearing Lee a little bit now.
Oh, there we go. Go ahead, Lee.
Oh, I think that was Rob, KM6SR from AF6 United. I can just barely hear you there again. It's one of those things, like I keep saying, I think we've got a big piece of granite in between us, and until one of us is able to get our antennas up a little higher, I think we're going to struggle back and forth there. KM6SR from AF6U.
Yeah, I think what's happening is there's lots of QSB on the path when you've got a blockage. And he must have made a big peak because he copied you for a little bit, but I don't think he copied the end of that. But you're steady here. It's very strange. I don't have very much QSB on you at all. So we've got a totally different path with no blockage here for me in between you and me, Lee. Anyway, very good. Good evening. And Rob, he's copying you, but you're pretty weak for him most of the time. Over.
Well, that's interesting. I'm throwing a little smoke at him. Yeah, I heard the SRR part, and that's about all I could really make out. I could tell he was in there, though. Anyway, thanks, Mike. KM6SR.
He's running a good 800 to a kilowatt for you now, Lee. So a whole bunch more power than you're running, Lee. Over.
Yeah, but I think we both have about the same level of copy between us. So I just think that it's until one of us is able to make a change, in their situation, I just think it's going to continue to be a struggle. So anyway, thanks for trying, and I do appreciate it. And I don't know if I said it before, but Happy New Year to everybody. So KM6SRR and K6MYC, KW6S in the group, AF6 United, back to net.
Okay, Lee, very good. He passes his best wishes. Happy New Year unto everybody for you guys there, for those of you who are not hearing him. Anyway, we'll move on then, Lee. Thank you very much, and 7-3, and we'll see you Sunday night, guys. Take care. Have a good weekend. We don't expect any rain. I'm sorry, I'm struggling here. Somehow I got a keyboard cable around my ankle, and it keeps pulling the keyboard off on the floor here. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. Let's see if we can get rid of that problem. There we go. Okay. Anyway, good evening all to you guys. Well, let's go into the Bay Area and see what we can find here. KD6S, okay. How about you, Fred?
I'm up 20.
That's okay here? KD6S. Sure. KD6S, okay.
Way too quick for me, Fred. I've got a peak on you. I can barely hear you.
Okay, standing by.
No, Fred. You got. I hear the word standing by. You just make a longer transmission, man. I've got to rotate the big rotator back and forth on you to find you. You're not where you're supposed to be tonight. The band is all screwed up here. I'm getting you way down below 270. Over.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, of course I have a fixed antenna, so I don't think I'll move this one at all. Yeah, you're very, very weak. I don't know where you're at, pointed at. I could hear you talking to Tom in Santa Cruz, but now I don't hear you very well at all.
Anyway, let's see, is that a long enough transmission? I gave you a long transmission earlier, but I guess you didn't copy any of that. And it is cold over here tonight, 86, that's okay.
Yeah, no, I was hearing you on a side lobe, so that's why it was weak, and it was very narrow, a little pinprick of a lobe out there. And I'd go 3 degrees and you'd disappear on me. But I got you good and strong now. This should be a lot better, right?
Oh, yeah, that's your normal self. Now you're back to normal.
Yeah, well, you came in before I had the chance to even rotate up to you. Sometimes you hear me, sometimes you don't, but you must have picked me up on that side lobe. Anyway, very good evening to you, and thank you for being there. Who are you hearing? Some of the guys over here?
I could hear AA6J down there, and I could hear a little bit of Tom every once in a while, even though I'm not pointed at him. If I point at him, he's incredibly strong. But I forget who AAJ is. That's not Bill. That's help me with that.
Okay, let's go down to Mike. Mike, I'm sure you're copying Fred, KD6SOK. Yeah, try it, Mike. WA6AJ, are you here? Well, he's gone. And before I forget, I didn't get a chance to hear anything from you, Kerry. Kerry, are you still in the shack there? KC5DTU, K6MYC. Oh boy, you've all left me here. All right, well anyway, Fred, good to hear you. Thanks much. Fred, Rob, are you copying Fred at all?
I was on the other radio and I didn't get a chance to peek on him. I think I'm pointing to the Bay Area. Have him make a transmission, see if I can find him.
Okay, well, he's just in Cupertino, so just a little ways up from the Santa Cruz boys, about 10 degrees up. Fred, I'm going to see, Rob thinks he can hear you. He's got a preamp now and about 800 or 1,000 watts, so you should hear Rob now. KD6SOK with King Mike 6 Sugar Radio, K6MYC. Go ahead, Fred.
Okay, yeah, good evening, Rob. I can barely hear you there, but you're probably not pointing at me at the last transmission, but maybe you can move up 10 degrees and you can hear me then. Yeah, boy, it was a heck chilly out there. I couldn't believe how cold it was. I stepped outside to put the trash bins out for a trash pickup tomorrow, and it is chilly and windy, too. So no rain, but nice and cold. Anyway, let's see. Rob, did that help any? Let's see if you can pick me up. 86, okay. Back to you, Rob.
Did you find him, Rob?
Yeah, I hear him talking there, but I can't quite make it out. Just barely there with the noise.
Okay, yeah, Rob's still got blockage. You probably copying him now with the extra power. Give him a report, Fred, and I'll pass it on.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, it's not very strong. I mean, I get every other word, but I also think it's band conditions tonight. I don't think the conditions on 432 are that good. They're probably better on 2 meters, but I just can't pull them out of the noise quite yet. But I hear them. I do hear them in there, but I can't. I get a couple of words and then it fades, and a couple more words. So unfortunately, I don't get everything.
How much power are you running, Fred? I can't remember.
Oh, about 75 watts.
75, okay. So he's got you about 10 or 12 dB. That's not too bad. Okay, well, he's got a preamp now. Then he's got one of the preamps that he bought from KW6 Sugar, and apparently it's in the shack, but it's still working very well. He's hearing very well, considering a lot of everybody's much weaker in terms of transmission power than he is. Okay, you're every other word, Fred. Rob, so he's not doing too well with you this evening. KM6SRR, K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. Yeah, I did hear him once say that he was hearing me. I didn't know if it was hearing me every other word or not. So anyway, thanks for giving it a try. KM6SRR.
Okay, there you go. All right, Fred, 7-3, and we'll see you maybe on 222 on Monday.
Okay, Mike. 7-3, Mike, and 7-3, Rob. 86, that's okay. We'll be clear.
Don't give up on me on 1296. I couldn't hear anybody last week because the antenna was pointed south of Santa Cruz, and I couldn't hear you guys at all. But you did get checked in So we knew you were there, and you are on the list as a check-in. So thank you for being there on 1296. We hope to have the rotator working. We don't know exactly what's wrong. The cable seems to be okay, but I guess just don't get any power to the rotator. The winding, the motor windings don't show up on the ohmmeter from down below, so we don't know what's going on there. Maybe the brushes are bad, or it's possible a broken wire, but we just don't see any evidence of that. So it looks like it's going to take a little more troubleshooting, and I wasn't looking forward to that. But we should have it fixed, or at least a better idea of what's wrong by next Tuesday. Hopefully we'll have it fixed and back up. KD6SOK, 73 Fred, K6MYC, and looking for WB6JNN and others, over.
111.
6 Whiskey India Sugar.
I hear you, 111, stand by a second. Russ and K6WIS, I heard you earlier. Paul, I'm not peaked on you. We're getting you probably off of Loma Prieta or Umanum or something. I'm not pointed anywhere near up toward Vacaville, Mount Vaca or that area yet. But we've got you. Do you have any other people that you're checking in there, Paul, over?
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC in the group. This is K6WIS Placerville. Yeah, I just heard KJ6KSB call in. Darren is there, so you can check him in if you can't get direct connection with him. Your signal is about a 5.3 to a 5.5. Pretty good copy reflecting off the Bay Area there. So back to you, Mike. K6WIS Placerville, over.
Okay. K6WIS Placerville, and I think I heard you say you heard KJ6 Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, which would be 756. So hopefully we'll hear him when we get up that way. He's got 75 or 70 watts now from the 9700, so we usually hear him when we get pointed that way. But thank you for that, Paul. Over to you, Russ, and good to hear you, K6KLY. We missed you on 1296 Tuesday, K6MYC.
Yeah, all right, Mike. Well, some nights I can check in, some nights I can't. But check me in here for 432, and I hope everything's going okay down there for you in the new year. And you got your electrical problems all worked out. K6MYC, K6KLY.
Well, we haven't made any headway in that direction at all. Frank has not showed up here for the last week. I don't know where he is. I thought he would be here Monday, and I thought he would be here Tuesday, and I thought he would be here today, and he didn't show up or call. So I don't know what's going on with Signature Solar. They're supposedly analyzing the problem, but I don't know if we've heard any answers yet. Maybe that's why he didn't bother to come down, but he's got other work to do here, so something else is going on, but I didn't have any communication with him. So we're still running on grid power. I'm still on PG&E now, close to a full month, so I'm not looking forward to that bill. Anyway, thanks, Russ, and a good strong signal down here this evening. I understand about your intermittent schedule there. K6KLY, K6MYC. Good evening, Russ.
All right, 73's Mike. See you next week. K6KLY.
73. Listen for any others. Might stick around just for another few minutes there, Russ. How about WB6JNN? Jim? Nothing from Jim. KB6BA, I think, is on a trip. W6PQL, are you here?
I'm hearing someone in there real weakly, Mike, but they've been doubling with you, over.
Well, call them in. Call them in.
All right, someone trying to check into the net here. Come now, K6KLY. All right, I got 775 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, Mike.
Okay, very good, Mike. If you make a little longer transmission, I'll come up in your direction, Mike. 775. We've got you. Hey, give me a little longer call, Mike. Here we go. Go ahead.
Give him a longer call, Mike. He'll try and peek up on you, over.
Russ.
Okay, well, you know, he's pretty weak down here, too. But he did give you a call, Mike, and he's checking in. Over.
I heard one word from him, so Mike, we've got you. But I don't think he's hearing me either. Mike's got very poor ears on 432, as I'm running a kilowatt here, and he doesn't have anywhere near that amount of power. I hear him many times when he doesn't hear me very well. Anyway, good morning, good evening, Mike, and thanks for trying to check in here. I wish we had better propagation, but 432 east-west looks pretty poor tonight. Having very poor band conditions tonight on 432 here. 7373, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, K6MYC. Bye-bye. W6PQL, Jim, are you here? I don't hear Jim tonight, Russ. That's odd. Oh, there's somebody. Russ, who is that talking?
Okay, I think it's WNI, is that correct?
Oh, WB6WNI, yeah, that's Gary, but I didn't know where to point, so I couldn't hear him. I'm not hearing you very well, Gary. It's just barely marginal. Give me a little bit more chatter, and I'll see if I can find a peak. I'm probably too far north for you, Gary. Go ahead. Rob. Okay, we hear you now, Gary. Not Q5, but you're in there. It's about Q4. Good evening to you, sir. Thanks for giving me a longer transmission there. Wonder why you're so weak tonight. I normally hear you better than this on 432. It just indicates to me that conditions are very poor. Russ is very strong from Russ, but he's up at a high altitude. And I had normal propagation from K6WIS on the backscatter path. But the direct path to the Bay Area tonight is very poor. WB6WNI, good evening, Gary, and thanks for checking in, K6MYC.
Well, very good, Mike. If you're planning to make another pass later today, either make sure the antenna hasn't been redirected because of the wind. But otherwise, that thrust is very strong. Anyway, I'm going to go and have dinner and then don't come back no more. You can try some other time.
Okay, I got most of that, but you said something about the antenna and high. Is the antenna down or is the antenna up higher? Over.
No, the wind made a twist in it. I didn't really check, so it maybe needs to be redirected.
I didn't get that, Russ. Can you relay?
Yeah, okay, something about the wind. There's high winds in this place that blown his antenna off. Over.
Okay, you got high winds and you're not sure where you're pointed. Yeah, I don't think you're pointed right because you're weaker than normal by a long ways. Anyway, 7-3, thanks for trying and checking in, and hopefully things will settle down weather-wise here. It's supposed to be pretty stable over the next 5 or 6 days at least here. At least over here. We're dry, no rain for the next 8 to 10 days. 7-3, Gary, and we'll see you on Sunday. We'll see you Sunday night there. WB6WNI, San Jose Campbell, K6MYC.
Very good, Mike. See you Sunday, 73.
7-3. Okay, one more time. W6PQL, where are you? He must be out visiting or something tonight. That's unusual. But that's okay. Anyway, last call, Bay Area. Anybody else in the Bay Area, please? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Bozo Net. I'm sure getting a lot of pops and snaps out of Beale. Let me go up and see if N6RO, N6 Radio Oscar, K6MYC. N6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. Charlie Mike 97DX. My temperature was 60 or so, and dinner was, what was dinner? Oh, the no cooking Costco Caesar chicken salad. And I guess that's all I got to report. Over.
Okay. Well, you were still waiting for the final results of a contest, but I think you won the one the week before, and this last one, you were second place to the folks in Tennessee there, and that probably hasn't changed any. Anyway, what's coming up this weekend? Do you got a contest this weekend?
Oh, yes, every weekend. This one is the North American QSO Party, CW. It's a 12-hour contest, domestic. Well, no, it's North America. So we can work some of the states, VEs and so forth. 12 hours is going to be a multi-2 with 4 different stations and 5 operators shifting around depending on band activity. So, and I think there's no change in the standings that you mentioned there. So we'll see you on Sunday night, N6RO.
Okay, we'll see you then, Ken. And fine on your temperature. That's funny that you had 60. We weren't anywhere near 60 today, boy. It was crisp. If we got to 50, I don't think we got much past 50, and it might not even have gotten there. Over.
Okay. Well, I'm just guessing. I didn't pay close attention to it. I was having computer problems and messing with that. But that's normal here.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right, very good. Rob, do you want to say hello to Ken with your new power? Go ahead, Rob.
I think I'm pointing the right direction. How you doing, Ken? N6RO, KM6SRR here.
Yeah, I hear you, Rob, but you're not very loud.
Well, give him a little more chatter, Ken. He's got 800 to a kilowatt on. He's got smoke on there tonight, so you should hear him better than usual.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe he's not pointed this way yet. Anyway, KM6SRR, N6RO calling and standing by.
Okay, is this any better, Ken? N6RO, KM6SRR.
Not good copy. Where are you pointed, Rob?
He said, where are you pointed, Rob? You should be about 300 degrees, 300 to 305, something like that.
This is the antenna that doesn't show me the right heading. It's off anywhere from 30 to 90 degrees off, so I just have to peek on people. The only way I can find them.
Yep, I understand. So maybe he doesn't have it peaked on you. This one's got a rotator that doesn't have a good readout. It's all over the place. So he may not have found the real peak on you there, Ken. It's not real strong tonight. You're good here, of course. You and I always have a quite a consistent path. It's a rare day when we have trouble. But you're not your normal strength, and you've got a lot of motorboarding or gargle on you, over.
Yeah, I hear the motorboarding. And okay on Rob's rotor. Well, you know, if I were to do it again, I wouldn't have any rotators. But it's too late to change now. I'll put up with 14 of them right now.
Oh, okay. Well, you're ahead of me. I've only got 9.
Yeah, I got stacks. 2 of them turn on each tower.
Yeah, oh boy. Okay, well, Okay, on the chicken salad. One of these days we'll get a chance to try that. We still haven't managed to make an order with Costco yet. Judy's always found something else to do rather than make orders for food.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's just a very handy way to, when you're busy, it's just no preparation except to take it out of the box.
Yeah, when you get it, is it frozen or cold enough that it doesn't spoil while it's waiting for it to be delivered?
It needs to be refrigerated, and they come in a 4-pack. You get 4 at a time for about $15. And I only have once every week, so the lettuce that comes with it lasts about 2 weeks. And so for the 3rd and 4th, I put fresh lettuce in it. But the chicken and the cheese and all the other stuff that's in there is long term.
Yeah, okay. Well, ours wouldn't last weeks. We will eat it more than once a week, no doubt. So there you go. We just have to try it. But I would imagine, does it come with a dry ice pack or something, or is it just a short delivery up to your place? Over.
Yeah, just short delivery. It's just mainly keep refrigerated. And as I say, the lettuce in there sort of wilts after about 2 weeks. So I replace it with fresh lettuce that I grind up myself.
Okay, no problem. We'll probably have to hold on that because when we order it, it has to go over to the plant, and then Matt has to bring it home that evening. So that's got to be pretty well coordinated. Otherwise, it's going to sit at the plant for a 24-hour extra. Not a good situation. So we may have to just do that stuff on a personal visit to Costco. Hi. All righty. 7-3, Ken, when we'll see you Sunday night. Have good luck in the contest with all your 5 operators and 4 stations. Is that it? Or 5 stations and 4 operators?
Yeah. We'll be rolling chairs around the room and enjoying each other's company. It's essentially a full on-site team this time. No remoting, which we prefer. You can put that salad in a picnic box with some ice cubes when it's at the plant. It'll keep overnight or so.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, see you Sunday, N6RO.
Okay, thank you, Ken. N6RO, K6MYC 7-3, and we'll see you Sunday night. K6MYC. Anybody else? How about KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima?
K6US 1079 and Bozo 1100.
I hear you, Aaron. And I'm not hearing John there. KD6 Whiskey Victor Lima. Are you there tonight, John? Okay, nothing from John. So let me get you written down here. 1079. And 1100. You're sounding good here, Aaron?
Yeah, I was a little busy at the beginning of the net. There was a little bit of a 6-meter opening. Worked New Mexico and heard a couple other stations. This morning was even better. Of course, I was stuck at work operating remotely, so I was just doing FT8. But the signal reports I was getting this morning, I probably could have worked a dozen stations on sideband. It was that good of an opening.
Yeah, but did you check to see if there was anybody on sideband?
Well, I was operating remote from the office, so I was stuck into digital mode, and technically I could have piped audio to where I was at work, but most of the time when I'm operating HF from work, I have it all rigged up, so it's strictly digital, and I don't actually have audio coming into my ears.
Yeah, okay, I understand. All right, well, I better pay attention to 6. I thought it might be opening for us. And I keep saying, well, I'll listen tomorrow. And this morning was a little jumbled. I was on for my 40-meter guys, and then I quit early because I had Matt's help, and we went out and cranked the big tower down. so that I could repair the rotator that turns the 1296 antenna and stuff out there at the barn. So we finally got that cranked down. I didn't want to do it by myself, and it's good I think I didn't, because he had so many cables. He had also put some other stuff up there for a source, 18 gigahertz source stuff, and it's just, oh my God, cables all over the place. But we don't know what's wrong. We didn't see anything obvious on the rotor line, so we don't know what's going on there. Anyway,
that's too bad. Yeah, hopefully you guys figure it out. Yeah, 6 has been open the last couple days back east, and I've been kind of waiting for the propagation to move to the west coast, and it finally moved over. And of course, I was at work, but fortunately, my wife hasn't gone back to work yet. You know, she's still on winter break because she's a teacher. So I texted her real quick and said, "Hey, flip me to 6 meters real quick. Go in the closet and flip the switch." And then I get on there and I worked about 16 stations this morning, just boom, boom, boom. So it was pretty hopping on 6 meters this morning. So yeah, maybe we'll get some more activity tomorrow. I'll be home tomorrow, so if it's anything like it was today, I will definitely try sideband. A couple of weeks ago, I talked to Utah on sideband, and you know, mind you, that's 100 watts in the whole loop, and I was talking to Utah. So it is possible. KA6US.
Oh yeah, no, I used to work a guy down on Western Samoa with a whole loop. So it can be when the propagation's in, the omnis and all work pretty well. All right, well, I'll just have to pay more attention tomorrow morning. I think I'll be all okay. Everything's back to normal here time-wise, and as soon as I get done with the guys in the morning, I'll switch over and point generally east. It sounds like generally east, and I should hear at least something. Good evening. For now, and we'll see you at the end of the net, Aaron. Let's see, I should be going into Sacramento. One more call for KD6WVL or anybody else in this direction. Over. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go right to Sacramento here. There's Sacramento. KJ6KFB, we heard you in there earlier. We've got you checked in. They're in, over. KO6KD.
WB6ISO.
I got WB6ISO. Good evening, Dennis. You're sounding good.
Yeah, see, your signal's down a wee bit. I don't think you're pointing good yet, but anyway, I can hear you just fine. And Bozo 86.
Yeah, well, keep talking. I'm trying to find your...
Yeah, okay, very good. I'll talk a little bit there. Decent, but it's lots of field around here, lots of water laying around. So we did get a good share of rain. We got some down in your area, over.
No, we haven't had any rain. I've only had 2 inches since the beginning of the year. That was many days ago, over a week since we've had rain, and we're not expecting to get any more for 10 days. So we're in between rainstorms here. You're getting it, and it's going south of us, but we're not getting it here, over.
Yeah. I don't know where you turned your antenna, but I actually went down, not up, but down. Anyway, Bill, are you there? I don't hear Bill. Anyway, Bill, I checked in. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Have a fine evening. Well, I'll catch you Sunday night or whenever. Yeah, I'll look for you Sunday night.
Okay, catch you Sunday night. I take it you do not have any other check-in.
Yeah, you just antenna so darn sharp. It's just pointing the direction at the vector time, but no problem. WB6ISO, Bozo 86.
Yeah, terrible conditions here. I'm trying to find you, and you're just going up and down so fast I can't even find a peak. Not your fault, to Vista Band here. Very, very bad conditions. I'll stand by for KR6MR. So 73s for now, Dennis. Have a good weekend. See you Sunday night. KR6MR, John, K6MYC. KR6MR, KR6MR, K6MYC. Let me try this. KR6MR, I'll go every 2 or 3 degrees. I'm pretty sure you're in there somewhere. Dennis, do you hear anything from KR6MR? I hear 249. Okay, well, we'll go up and get 249 then. Let me go toward Nevada here. Coming up your way, Nevada. 8 watts off the side of the beam. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Go ahead, Richard. I got 4, but I didn't get the letter before 4. What was it again? Give me a repeat. Try it again. See if this is better, Richard. I need to have more chatter from you. I need more. The band is all over the place. I'm really searching for everybody tonight. KD6BQ on CW 249 K6MYC.
Okay, let's see now if you can copy me on sideband. You're up on the peak there, over.
Yeah, good. Yeah, you're fine on sideband now. And it's way off from normal. I'm 15 degrees off from where I normally hear you, over.
Yeah, you're running about F9 at my location right now, so I figured I'd give it a try. So, anyway, I had a little trouble with the thing. The transmitter tripped off a little earlier, so I've been retune. I'm probably drifting a bit now.
Let me see if I could get Daniel in there. You might have to help me because maybe he's way off axis also. KD6WB, no, KE7UQL. KE7UQL, K6MYC. Daniel, are you there?
Are you around, Daniel?
Nothing heard, Richard. Okay, no, nothing heard. No, we want to try. Let's try Eric. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. N7 VAZ. I believe he has this band. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. K6MYC. Over, Eric.
Yeah, negative on Eric. He's going to be gone for a week.
Okay. Well, you're doing amazingly well with your 8 watts. Everybody else is really poor. You're stronger with 8 watts than Richard than Dennis was with the kilowatt pointed there to the Sacramento area, and the Bay Area is just terrible. The band conditions are really funny tonight. It probably depends on what the weather path is in between us, over.
Yeah, it's pretty cold here right now. It's 18 degrees outside, and we just had snow last night. Now it's clear, so I think the air is pretty still. That's usually good for propagation, over.
Yeah, right. You're a little high in frequency now. That may be something related to Doppler or something. It may be a weather Doppler, but you sound a little bit high in frequency, high pitch, so I must be sounding low to you. Anyway, not to worry. I think I'm on the right frequency. I think I'm locked so I can't move. Anyway, let's see if anybody else is copying you. How about Rob, are you hearing him?
No, I tried peeking on him, but I can just barely hear something with the noise.
Okay, well, he's only running 8 watts, so it's amazing that we hear him at all, but he's absolutely perfectly Q5 on sideband here. Really strange. Okay, well, Richard, great to hear you here on sideband. Outstanding. So it must be good in that path direction anyway. Hi. Okay, on the snow and the cold weather, You can keep that up there. It was cold here. Well, we think when it's 50, it's cold. Hi. Take care. We'll see you Sunday night. KD6BQ, K6MYC. Over.
Yeah, Roger, Mike. 7-3, and thanks for picking me up. And yeah, your signal's been consistently strong up here, so looks like all the propagation is coming to Nevada and nowhere else tonight. Anyway, 7-3, and like I said, Eric's going to be gone for a week, so we don't expect him back until probably next Wednesday. So he'll be back then. So 7-3 for now, and you have a good evening there. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249 in Nevada. Good night.
Okay, good night, Richard, and just super signal. You're just absolutely rock solid armchair copy here. Really good on the last one, and very good on everything that I heard. I just didn't have the antenna far enough over for you in the beginning, and I'm all the way over to the limit, so I'm going to have to recalibrate this thing tomorrow and get it back where it should be. It must be off 10 or 15 degrees. 7-3, my friend, and try to stay warm up there. We're trying to do that here. I'm burning a lot of wood, which is what I need to do. Hi. Take care. I wish there's others for you here, but nobody, WA60YB was not in here tonight. 7-3, KD6BQ, Bozo Valley, Delta Mike 09, K6MYC.
KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yeah, good evening, Rob. KM6SRR, KD6BQ, Delta Mike 09. I can copy you. You're not as strong as Mike, but 2-5. Go ahead.
Over.
Oh, he was really loud for a bit, but now I can hardly hear him again. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we gave it a try, Richard. KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
He's copying you, but there's you're running 8 watts, Richard. You're 8 watts, and Robert's running 800 to 1,000. So he's got 20 dB on you, so that's why you're hearing Rob there. If Rob's hearing you at all, it's a miracle. KD6BQ with KM6SRR for your final Rob, K6MYC.
Yeah, for a moment there, he was coming in like you normally hear him on 2 meters, but propagation just up and down, I guess. Anyway, thanks for trying, Richard. KM6SR, back to net.
Roger on CW. He's still copying you fine, and yeah, you're still Q5, Richard, but right now it's way down. Sideband would be difficult to write at the moment there, but still amazingly consistent here. 7-3, my friend, and thanks very much. Say hi to all the guys up there. KD6BQ, K6MYC, and I guess we could go back to the Bay Area, Rob, and see if PQL was just sleeping or whether he's gone for the evening.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
All right, and then we can wrap this thing up. Portland is trying to duplicate what they're doing in Minnesota now. Isn't that weird? Did you hear the Portland thing?
No, I didn't hear that, but I think Christy Nolan's going to have an assistant that's going to check out California the same way they did Minnesota. Haha.
Well, up in Oregon, in Portland, they were doing a raid, and a car intentionally plunged at some of the ICE agents, and they shot them. They got both the driver and the passenger. The driver was from Tren del Agua from Venezuela, an illegal immigrant and a drug trafficker. And the girl in the car was part of their prostitution ring. They shot him. They got about 10 minutes down the road before they couldn't drive anymore, and they got him and they picked him up. But they tried to ram the ICE agents, but they didn't. They were not successful. They did not do any harm to the agents. So they're just trying to one-upmanship on the Minnesota gang, I guess.
Yeah, it's too bad. We're lucky our agents are doing as well as they are. You know, this thing could be made a lot easier if they just tell us when they're in jail and they go pick them up. Nobody else would have to be involved, and they're going to get them anyway, but these stupid liberals can't figure that out.
Well, they can figure it out. They're just trying to make rebel. They're just trying to make another Lloyd incident out of it, which was bogus as it turned out. And when it went through court, it proven to be a big farce. Over. They're trying to duplicate that again up in Minnesota. They need those causes. The woman that was shot in Minnesota was, God, she had a horrible background. 37 years old, been married twice, second husband died, hooked up with a female partner, and with her last kid, she'd put the kid in school or in daycare or something, and then she would go on to these driving things, and she was known to be doing this at several places. She'd been doing it for about 3 hours before she got shot that day.
Well, I have no sympathy for her.
Me neither. Me neither. They said she was really indoctrinated and really in some strange zone. That's unfortunate, but she's being heralded as a victim. She was creating a situation that didn't have any other outcome other than she would have been just injured. Anyway, boy. Some people are bent on self-destruction, I swear to God. All right, well, anyway, I just thought I'd mention that. W6PQL, Jim, are you around anywhere? W6PQL, K6MYC. Let me come a little further toward him there. W6PQL, Bay Area. Last call, K6MYC, Bay Area.
K6MYC, here is WB6WNI with a recheck.
Now you're real strong, and I'm nowhere near where I should be for you, so maybe something has really slipped here. Maybe I had you on a side lobe earlier. Good copy now, Gary, over.
You did, Mike. I just want to basically to tell you what a good antenna system you have, because when I went outside, the wind had blown the beat, so it was almost broadside to you, and you could still hear me, so congratulations, Mike. Anyway, I'm going to step out here and see if Jim is around. K6MYC, baby, 679.
Oh, yeah, you're quite strong when you're pointed at me. So you were sideways to me, and I was still hearing you. Probably on some kind of a bounce, Gary. And it wasn't quite Q5, but it was certainly good enough for a check-in. Anyway, thanks for the check, and I'm glad you went out in the cold for a few minutes, and it wasn't raining on you, and you were able to realign it, over.
No, it's a beautiful evening. It's cold, but you know what? It's beautiful anyway, Mike 73, K6MYC, W6WNI.
Okay, well, thanks for the extra effort there, Gary, for proving that we have a good propagation when you get the antennas pointed right. I was working the station in Nevada with 8 watts, and he was Q5 on sideband, and sometimes absolutely armchair copy at times tonight. But the really odd conditions with his 8 watts, he's got the antenna on a wood fence at 6 feet high and 8 watts, and it just pounds in here. It's amazing.
You know, it's always what is it? Location. Yep.
Yeah, well, he's clear up in Nevada. He's in Wassaw Valley. And I guess he's got a pretty good shot, but it's just amazing how his 432 signal comes through. All right, take care, buddy. I don't think Rob's copying you. Rob, you hearing anything from Gary now that he's pointed at us?
Yeah, I did in the beginning. I heard pretty good copy, but I'm not hearing him anymore. So if you're hearing me, Gary, good evening to you. Let's see here. Where was it here? WB6, WNI, KM6SRR.
Yeah, KM6SRR. You are Q5 also. Boy, it's a great evening, but he cannot copy me, Mike. So this relay, he was Q5, 100% copy. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, you're Q5 and 100% copy, Rob, so you're doing good, and the preamp's probably working. You probably heard him. He did hear you a little bit on a peak, Gary, so it can work.
Yeah, I heard him a little bit that time, a couple of good words.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Okay, good evening, Gary, and thank you for the check with Rob. That's good. Rob's station's starting to come together there. One of these days he's going to be able to take over for me. All right, 7-3s, guys, I'm out of here. We started 10 minutes late, and we're ending 10 minutes late or longer. One last call, Bay Area. Can it be a 6PQL or anybody else? Bay Area, late checks are missed. K6MYC. And we've been missing Mark lately. He hasn't been checking in. K6MTS and 6BYH. And WA6OIB, quite a few in the Bay Area missing tonight. Wish I'd caught Kerry. Maybe I'll go in and call him on the phone now. I think he's probably still up. All right, take care, Rob. See you tomorrow, or see you. Yeah, tomorrow we got to. I'm planning on going, unless something really unusual comes up. I'm planning on going with you when you go in. So let me know what time you want to come by here. Over.
Okay, yeah, Candy's going to go because she's got a bigger car. We're going to probably pick up Marcus on the way, too. So Ken wants to start a little bit early, so we probably need to try to be there by 6:30. So that means I'll probably be at your place at about 5:45, maybe, something like that.
Yeah, 5:30, 5:45. Okay. Well, boy, it's going to be crowded if Judy comes, huh?
No, we can handle it. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3. It'll hold 5 people total, so we should be okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, I haven't got a confirmation from her yet, but one way or the other, unless something happens, I'm going to go, but I don't know about Judy because she's always worried about her gut. Anyway, let you go, and let's get a count here. It looks like about close to 30.
Yeah, I think I got 22. Let me count again. Yeah, I got 22.
Yeah, I don't know what happened last night. I kept coming up too short of what you got, but so we didn't send our thing. We figured you must have 2 good ones in there that I couldn't get, that I didn't hear or something. We could never get past 35. I was on the 2-meter one last night.
Yeah, I was just turning back on my log to check it out. Yeah, I had 37. And I don't know if I ever sent it off because I didn't want to send it off if it was wrong. So I ended up going to bed, and then I had physical therapy this morning and kind of busy most of the day. I'll check and see. I'll send... let me know on this one, too, and I'll send last night's off, too.
Well, if you don't hear in 10 or 15 minutes, just assume that you're fine. But on yours, I didn't have her send it because you had 2 more than I did. And we went through it very carefully, and I somehow might have left somebody off, but I went through it by memory, number one, and also by her visual. And I couldn't think of anybody that we missed, but we couldn't come up with more than 35. Anyway, not to worry. Maybe you heard a few that I didn't hear down south. I did not hear Pat or our W6PMD. I did hear number 10 down there, number 10 and 831, and that was all I had.
Yeah, that's all I had, too.
Okay. Well, who knows? K6KMN there in Lancaster area comes in nicely. He's number 35. He's been around a long time.
Yeah, he started to check in with us now and again, which I never heard him before.
Yeah, well, he's been around many years. He's an older guy, I guess, by now, like me. All right, take care, guys. This is K6MYC, Bozo 47, in Delta Mike 07, Delta Bravo, closing the 432 Bozo Net on January 8th, 2026. Good night, all.
Good night, Mike. We'll see you on Sunday on 2 meters. K6US.
Good night, Mike and Aaron. KM6SR going QRT.
Well, I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow night. K6US.
Yep, that sounds like a winner. KM6SR clear.
Did you get my, you see my message about bringing your laser pointers?
Oh, I saw the message on the mountain, but I hadn't, let me go back over there again.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted you to bring your lasers tomorrow so I can point out stuff on the projector. So we'll see you over there tomorrow. K6US.
Okay, we'll do. KM6SR clear.